The growing season is just about to begin. We need to get weeds suppressed. Time to get some pre-emergence down. Here we go.
The pre-emergent that I'll be using is Barricade 65WG. The active ingredient is prodiamine.
Alright, so with the pre-emergent, you're going to want to fill your sprayer, oops, halfway. And I'm going to do about 1 gallon of carrier fluid. So I'm going to fill this up about halfway, maybe about half a gallon. And I'm going to fill this guy, which is a little pitcher that I have, with just a little bit of water. Okay, now for this, you're going to want to wear PPE and you want to wear gloves and eye protection, especially when you're mixing. That's you're most vulnerable to splashes when you're mixing. I'm going to add the prodiamine to my jar here and with my little drill I'm going to mix it up. Now I have this little tea strainer here that I picked up at the supermarket. It's really fine mesh. Take a look. This will catch any of the unmixed granules. Now for this, I'm going to turn on my sprayer to the max setting, and I'm going to bleed my tip for a little bit, okay? And this will ensure that from the get-go I have prodiamine coming out of the tip. Spring is sprung and it's time to put down some pre-emergence. Let's go. Now I like to do a trim pass first. Well, that about does it for me. I got my pre-emergence down. Now the Barricade or prodiamine, I'm going to need to water it in about 1/2 inch. It's going to form a layer of protection in the soil so that any weed seeds present when it tries to germinate will disrupt the rooting process of the weed, and it won't allow that root to grow properly, which will then make the weed become non-viable and just die off. I'm looking forward to a weed-free season, and I hope you are too. It's time to get your pre-emergence down if you haven't already. For those of you in the mainland, check to make sure that your soil temperatures are warm enough and get it out there and stay protected. Looking forward to a great new season. Take care, everybody. Happy 2022.
Now the last thing to do is I put out this red reflector as a sign. It's a stop sign for my kids and my wife, and just a warning signal not to go on the lawn because some chemicals was put down just prior to.